All right, the NFL draft is almost here. Want to give you a heads up from our perspective here, the Blue Horseshoe Podcast, what you can expect the next few days. So I will be on site in Kansas City at the NFL draft working at CBS Sports Radio. George will be in the war room or the media room, but the war room sounds cool. He's going to have his hard hat on there at the Colts facility, getting their reaction from their pick as well. So what you can expect is this. YouTube videos. Make sure you are subscribing on YouTube, the Blue Horseshoe Pod. That's where George will give his instant reaction once we know the pick and once you hear Chris Bauer talk after the first round. I eventually, after the first round and the radio show does end, will also give initial reaction as well to whoever the Colts do decide to take at number 4. And you can hear both myself and George talking at the same time. On Friday morning, we will record a quick pod as well, giving our combined reactions of what the Colts are doing. Also preview day number 2. And now, because we know a lot of the conversation has been quarterback driven, George, pick 35 is a big one. And so once you get that quarterback need, it's corner, it's receiver, it's edge rusher. There's still a lot to talk about here on a big Friday for the Colts. So we'll use that as kind of a little bit of reaction time to also kind of give you our thoughts on who the Colts take. Was it a good move or not? How the draft board shakes out, and also kind of preview again, especially day number 2 of the draft on Friday. And then on Sunday morning, you can expect a full draft recap. So that's a lot of information coming your way the next few days. The best way to get it all is, especially on YouTube, Blue Horseshoe Pod is where George and I will give you our initial reaction to the pick. The pick is in. Boom, here it is. Was it good, bad? We'll give you that. We'll also upload it wherever you do get your podcasts, the Blue Horseshoe Pod with the bright blue logo. But definitely YouTube will utilize a ton here, George, the next few days. We can get a pod of me and George on Friday morning, and then a full draft recap on Sunday morning as well. So a lot of draft content coming. I hope you got your sleep all caught up already.
Yeah, no kidding. I just don't sleep during this draft week, so it should be fine. I'm just wondering, since you're there, are you going to go and, like, after the hug with Goodell, you're going to go up and shake the hand of the quarterback on the stage? Is that how that works?
I might. I'm trying to see how close we're going to get here. I've not seen a map yet of how close we are to the stage, but hey, I just might, got to take advantage. Got to plug the Blue Horseshoe Pod, run on stage, give him a big hug. I'm sure Roger won't mind.
Welcome to the Blue Horseshoe Pod. That'll be huge.
Yes. Oh, that will be. That will definitely get some.
If it's Richardson,
headlines.
though, that might not be a good idea. I know how he would handle someone running on stage he doesn't know to give him a hug. That might not end well for you.
Well, Levis too. He's pretty jacked.
That's true. He looks like He-Man in these photos.
And Stroud's pretty. I mean, anyone outside of Bryce Young, I guess, would easily crush me, throw me down, and break me in half.
Maybe at least give him a little heads up what you're doing.
True.
Just in case.
Hey, Ryan Hickey, Blue Horseshoe Podcast. I come in peace.
That'll work.
Instead of just looking like a scrawny defensive back running towards him, and the football instincts take over, and they just stiff arm me off the stage. That would not go well. But I'm
sure if you identify yourself, you're gonna be like, I watched the pod.
True, and I heard it. Well, if it's Will Levis, hopefully not, because not too nice to good old Will. That is for sure. But that is our draft plans for the next few days. So make sure, again, you check us out on YouTube, Blue Horseshoe Pod. If you have not subscribed, that's where a lot of content will be. Also, we will upload a lot of it as well to our podcast feeds. Again, the Blue Horseshoe Pod. And because we have a new feed, if you're just kind of listening or trying to find us for the first time here as a Colts fan, bright Blue Horseshoe Pod logo. That is our new feed where every single episode is dropped in that specific feed. So it's going to be a good few days. George, I'm very excited to finally get an answer. It'll be a busy few days as well, and that's why subscribing wherever you get your pods and on YouTube, Blue Horseshoe Pod will do yourself a favor as well. So enjoy the draft, everyone. We will talk to you on Thursday on the Blue Horseshoe Podcast.